here. So to begin, my name is Evangeline. I know that that's a mouthful, but that's okay. And I am an instructor here at Thrive Yoga and Wellness, and I'm about to lead us through an all levels flow. And don't worry about whatever level you're at. So if you're a beginner, just follow along as best you can, and I will try my best to offer modifications for those who maybe need to come down to the ground a little bit more often, or maybe have an easier version of a pose. But for those of you who want to kind of juice it up and have a little bit more of a challenge, I'm going to try my best to also offer more challenging poses as well. All right, so roll out your mat, grab your favorite water bottle, and perhaps maybe even grab something like a blanket, a towel. If you find that when you're in a seated position like I'm in and that your back is dramatically rounded, place something like this, the towel, the blanket, whatever it may be, beneath your sit bones so that it helps your back become straighter. So let's begin in a seated position, just something comfortable. It can just be crisscross applesauce if you want it to be. So starting in your seated position, make sure that your hips aren't too open. So if you're experiencing any pain in the hips here, place something like another blanket or a towel beneath the outside of your knees so that the hips don't come too open. All right. Really ground these sits bones down into your mat. And let's begin to start with just our posture. Let's begin to imagine that there's a string at the crown of your head and that it's pulling you up. Nice. Next, let's begin to focus on our bandhas. So let's pull that belly button in toward the spine. That's going to help protect the spine throughout your whole practice. So hold that in the whole time. And also, if you're able, try to hold the pelvic floor in as well. That can try to help protect the ligaments and muscles in the hips here. Next, let's begin to bring our focus to our breathing. Let's just first take a few sighs, maybe just that kind of breath that you take at the end of a long day or right as you fall onto bed. Just in through the nose, out through the mouth. And the eyes can be closed or downcast here, it doesn't matter. As you're taking these sighs, try to let the diaphragm do the work here and try to relax the jaw. All right, after a few of those, let's begin to focus on breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Next, begin to constrict the back of the throat just a little bit. You just want your inhales and exhales to sound a little bit like the waves of the ocean. And since you're at home, you don't have to worry about anybody hearing you breathe. You can be as loud as you want. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, constricting the back of the throat. This is that ujjayi breathing. You want to maintain this the same way that you hold in your bandhas. You want to maintain this throughout your whole practice. It will help to ensure that you get oxygen to all the parts that need it, and it will also help to calm you in those poses that might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable or nervous. All right, from here, let's just place the hands on the knees or maybe the thighs, someplace comfortable. And let's move through some seated cat-cows here. So we're first going to inhale into cow face as we push the chest forward and raise the chin. And then as you exhale, begin to round the upper back, gently dropping the head. And then inhaling again through cow face, pushing the chest forward, raising the chin, Being mindful of the neck here. If you have any issues with neck mobility, instead of jutting the chin forward like this, you can bring the chest forward and then just do a gentle yes and no motion here. Continue moving this way, matching it up with your breathing at your pace. We're just warming up the spine a little bit here. Feel free as you notice the muscles in the spine or around the back begin to loosen up. You can add some of your own movements here. Maybe you move the whole torso in a circle, going one way first and then the other way next. Maybe you just want to sort of shift side to side. Just make sure that whatever you're doing, you're keeping that belly button pull to the spine and that the movements are slow and mindful, especially when it comes to the neck. All right, the next time that you come through a neutral spine, stay there. All right, let's bring our arms to our side and inhale as we lift the arms up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, and as you exhale, just melt to your right. It's going to be the opposite direction of me. Inhale, come back up to center, grab the opposite wrist and melt to your left. Inhale, come back to center, allow the arms to come back to the side here.